Welcome to ABC31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. The search for a dangerous suspect is our big story tonight. Crime Stoppers need your help in finding 23-year-old Devin Andrew Thomas, who's wanted for an armed robbery in Wardville on November 5th. He is 6 feet tall, weighs 170 pounds, and has some distinctive tattoos on his face. There's an upside-down cross on his forehead, the word sin on his face, and possibly a teardrop under his left eye. Now, he is considered armed and dangerous, so please call your local authorities or the Rapides Sheriff's Office if you can help find him. A Lafayette man is now behind bars after a police pursuit that ended with him crashing into a house on Houston Street in Alexandria. He's 30-year-old Joseph Chavez, who's wanted in Vermilion Parish for a stolen truck. Police spotted him on MacArthur and were told he was armed, threatening to shoot police. The pursuit reportedly endangered pedestrians in a parking lot. He's charged with possession of stolen things, aggravated flight, hit and run, and illegal gun possession. Edward Williams is now facing an extensive list of felonies after being arrested Monday following a pursuit in Grant Parish. Alexandria police say he's charged with rape, kidnapping, false imprisonment, attempted murder, and domestic abuse battery. Police say he abducted a woman Monday before he was finally arrested and returned to Rapides Parish. He's also charged for an assault on November 1st and for a break-in on November 4th. Holy Savior Menard High School ended their Wednesday morning mass with a special announcement. Dwayne Lemoyne assumed the position of interim principal of the school in August after the resignation of Joel DeSalle. Today, it was announced that Lemoyne has been appointed as principal. Superintendent of Catholic Schools Thomas Roque anticipates that under Lemoyne's leadership, Menard will move forward in a positive direction. More than 3,000 10th graders from 9 Cenla school districts are attending the 4th Students Exploring Career Opportunities Expo. That's at Alexandria Riverfront Center. The expo began today and will be continuing tomorrow. Students can explore simulations and hands-on activities presented by area businesses with the goal of sparking interest in some future careers.
The first 3 expos that we had, the focus was for 8th graders, but from the feedback that we received from our school districts and from our business partners, we felt like a more appropriate time to focus on these major decisions that students are required to make occurs in the 10th grade, so we felt like it was very appropriate to focus our efforts on 10th grade for this year. Communication between them and the business partners has been a lot more interactive because they have a better idea as to some things that they want to explore.
This event is presented by the Orchard Foundation, Rapides Foundation, and the 9 public school districts in central Louisiana. Through participation, Cenla business and community leaders hope to help students with career decisions, and they're investing in a better workforce for the Cenla area in the future. We are midway through November, and you can't really ask for much better weather out there. Meteorologist Ross Whitley is here with a first look at your forecast.
Yeah, it's been absolutely beautiful out there the last couple of days, and no reason to change that. We do have one of our 2 cold fronts that we're going to be dealing with this week moving in our direction. Not going to be bringing a whole lot of change to our weather or even the forecast over the next couple of days. We got up to 73 today, 47 last night. Pretty normal for this time of year, right around 70 and 50. That's right about where we were today. You can't ask for a more seasonable day. And we have nicer weather on the way if you like it a little bit warmer. That's coming too. If you like it a little bit colder, well, you're going to get your wish there as well. Of course, I'll set the timeline and have all the details about that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Ross. The Central Louisiana Democratic Women welcomed Mary Werner as their guest speaker. She's a member of the Board of Supervisors at LSU, appointed by Governor John Bell Edwards.
Today I'm here to speak with the Central Louisiana Democratic Women, an organization that encourages people who are running for office and stays very active in the community to promote democratic ideals. They work with their legislators on a regular basis in their parish government on issues of importance to us all. So I've come today to speak with them about the things going on at the Board of Supervisors, particularly as it relates to Alexandria and LSUA. We want to make everyone aware of how important it is that they stay involved with their legislators and in their community to make sure that their universities stay in the forefront so that we don't lose the progress we've made in higher education.
Werner was a 2016 Democratic candidate for Louisiana Public Service Commissioner and kicked off her campaign with the Central Louisiana Democratic Women. The happy hour edition of Maker Mornings took place yesterday afternoon with a keynote address from a Ville Platte businessman who recently launched some beneficial software.
Active Mapper is data collection, mapping, and group tracking software. An example would be a search and rescue team could take the software. All members in the search and rescue group could create and form a group and see each other in real time. So with that information, they can share on things that they found. They could actually instant message and text each other within the software if something were to happen and they needed extra assistance in another place. So everything within the software is real time.
The Central Louisiana Economic Development Alliance launched the quarterly Maker Mornings event back in 2015 to bring local makers together. The world-famous Natchitoches Christmas Festival is coming up on November 18th. More than 350,000 lights will be turned on to the delight of visitors from near and far.
Turn on the Holidays is this Saturday, so we kick off, turn on the lights, fireworks at 7 p.m. And we've got a great schedule lined up for Saturday. Our entertainment starts at 4:30. We have the Mike McKenzie Band from Monroe. They're one of our favorites. They'll be back with us again. We'll have Johnny Earthquake and the Moondogs, a local favorite, will be there with some special guests, James Burton and Joe Stampley. So we're excited to have them featured. We'll have fireworks beginning this Saturday through December 30th. The only weekend they're not at 7 p.m. is Festival Weekend, which is December 2nd, and they'll be at 6 p.m.
And of course, you can visit natchitocheschristmas.com to learn more about the Christmas.
Only one doctor brings health right to your home. Dr. Oz.
Every day is a new chance for change, and everyone can start right now.
With all new ways to feel, encouraged, inspired, hopeful, confident, proud, positive, special, feel better every day. Make an appointment with Dr. Oz. Check in for your daily checkup.
Dr. Oz, airing weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.
Checking out our current temperatures, we're at 64 degrees with a dew point in the mid-50s. We're likely to drop into the lower 50s tonight. Not quite sure we're going to make it all the way down into the 40s, but don't be surprised if a couple places drop to about 48 to 51 overnight tonight. The wind calm out there, so no direction, and our visibility all clear with the skies clear as well, and no cloud cover expected over the next couple of hours as well. Looking at our radar and satellite, and for a change, yes, there is a lone return up there, maybe a couple of returns showing up, some drizzle and a light shower moving out of Arkansas. But as we zoom in a little bit closer here across the state, you can see all is clear across our area and even off to our north all the way up to Shreveport, Monroe, not seeing much going on. And that's likely to stay that way as we go throughout the rest of the overnight period. We do have a cold front moving in our direction, but it's going to be dying out as it moves in, and likely that we're not really going to see much effect from it at all. It is this cold front right here. The majority of that energy yesterday was in the Dakotas. This has moved basically due east, now wrapping up into the Great Lakes. This will continue off into the Northeast and Canada. But the tail end of the cold front here, you can see not much moisture with it. And as it continues to push south, well, really not going to be changing our weather at all, or even our air masses, as that is kind of losing its leading edge of the change in air masses. That high pressure still maintaining control as we go through the next couple of days, leading to some warmer temperatures. But then we have to deal with this guy out here in the Pacific Northwest. It'll be attaching itself to some Arctic cold air, and that'll be bringing us some much colder temperatures by the weekend. 53 out there tonight, as most places will end up in the lower 50s, partly cloudy, no chance of rain. The cloud cover might sneak in as we head into the early morning hours, but I think majority of us do stay clear through the rest of tonight. For the day tomorrow, partly cloudy, very pleasant once again, maybe about a degree or two warmer than where we were today. But as we head into Friday, it's going to be very warm out there with temperatures climbing into the upper 70s and a lot of locations, maybe even in the lower 80s. Then as we go into Saturday, we get that cold front, mostly cloudy, and a couple of showers definitely by the evening in the late afternoon hours. Warming up and dry tomorrow. That cold front really fizzling out as it continues to push south. Really not changing our weather much. Looking at our forecast lows out there tonight in the lower 50s all across the area. Still fairly mild for this time of year. 78 as we warm up tomorrow. Partly cloudy and very pleasant as we look at our extended forecast. All the way up to 80 by Friday and Saturday. Then here comes the colder air. 63 with a chance at a shower or storm on Sunday. 62 as all we can manage on Monday for your daytime high. That's a look at your weather and your 7 days. Scott?
Thank you very much, Ross. Soon you may be renting your work clothes. And there's a new smartwatch that's powered by body heat. Jane King is at the NASDAQ market site with those stories and more in today's Tech Report.
Rent the Runway may be expanding into the work week. The app company made a name for itself, renting high fashion and formal gowns for events. But CEO Jennifer Hyman told Bloomberg for $159 a month, its unlimited program allows members to rent 4 pieces at a time on rotation. Now, she also says she wants to get more customers outside of cities. Well, the iPhone 8 and the 10 just got faster wireless charging with the iOS 11.2 update. The update charges the phone at a 50% increase than what it was doing before. The charging update was spotted and tested out by MacRumors. Well, artificial intelligence is becoming more accepted for the holidays. A survey by Conversica says only 11% of Americans don't want any AI at Thanksgiving. They do hope that AI would help improve highway traffic and ensure the flights run on time. A small percentage thought artificial intelligence could even pick safer dinner topics to avoid tense family discussions during the holidays. Well, this may be the future of watches. The Matrix Power Watch says it charges just by the warmth of your body. Gizmodo says, though, in order for it to work, it has less features. There's no backlight, for example. There's also no touch screen, so you have to navigate the watch with buttons on the side. From the NASDAQ market site in Times Square, I'm Jane King with your Tech Report.
To you, it's just an old coat, but to an underprivileged child, it's a warmer winter. Please help us collect coats for kids before the cold months get here. You can drop off new or gently used coats at a location near you. All coats are cleaned and distributed right here in our community. The KLAX Coats for Kids Drive is sponsored by First Federal Bank, Southern Heritage Bank, Bank of Montgomery, Kramer Funeral Home, Take 5 Oil Change, South Park Cleaners, and LaSalle Printing and Office Supply.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nick Frank. Just one game remains for the NSU football team this year as they prepare for their season finale on Saturday against Stephen F. Austin. Now, it's not only a rivalry game, but also senior day and the final chance for the Demons to show just what kind of team they are.
This past Saturday against McNeese, that's not the team that we are and the team that we've been for the past few weeks. And so going into SFA, I think that's one thing we want to do is make that statement again of who we are and bounce back from a rough week for us and finish off, especially our seniors, finish off our careers with a win and get that chief back.
Now for the Demon volleyball team, they're hoping their season continues beyond Friday. NSU will match up against Houston Baptist in the first round of the conference tournament. And while the Demons have already lost to them twice this season, third time's got to be the charm.
We always say it's hard to beat somebody 3 times, and so we have that in the back of our minds, and we know that we can beat them. It was really close when we played them at our place, and we didn't do as great as we could have when we played them at their home, but, we know we can do it, and so that's our motivation going into Friday.
78 degrees for the day tomorrow. We're warming up to 80 on Friday, 80 again on Saturday. Then that cold front really sharp down to 63 on Sunday. Plenty of sunshine out there, but only warming up into the 60s. And we stay there for Monday as well.
All right, thanks, Ross. Thanks for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.
Hi, everybody. This is the voice of the Tigers, Jim Hawthorne, inviting you to watch Inside LSU Football, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors on this affiliate of the LSU Sports Television Network every week during the season. We'll have all the highlights, exclusive locker room access you won't see anywhere else, and features that will give you the inside story on your Fighting Tigers football team.
Inside LSU Football. Join us Sundays at 10 on KLAX TV. Brought to you in part by Take 5 Oil Change. Stay connected with KLAX ABC31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.